if you pray Salatul Layl for a certain person and you tell that person that you pray Salatul Layl for them, tell them how much they mean to you, will that reduce the reward of the Salah?
You mean you pray for them during Salatul Layl, yeah?
I think so, yes.
Yes, like when we ask forgiveness for 40 mu'min, we include this person and later we say to him that I pray for you in Salatul Layl.
Yes.
Yeah. If you are sure about the reason, that the only reason is that you want that person to feel that you respect him, you appreciate, and so that perhaps he also pray for you. Anyway, if you can find a good reason for it, which many times there is a good reason, because if someone says this to me, for example, I feel very happy, I feel very proud, I feel empowered. If someone says, I pray for you, my Salatul Layl. So I think, inshallah, this would compensate and maybe, inshallah, give you more, actually, even than keeping to yourself. But you have to be careful that this doesn't become a kind of show off that, I do Salatul Layl and, so if you are sure about your sincerity and there is this additional reason, I think it's good. Maybe you don't say to everyone or you don't say repeatedly. But those who pray for me in Salatul Layl, you can tell me because I will be very happy. But I don't guarantee about your reward, but inshallah.
We'll take a question from the general section.
Yes.
It's an elaborate question. So in Tafsir al-Mizan series, there is a discussion on people who remain in hell and Allah's mercy encompassing everything.
Yes.
I could not hear a lot of the discussion, but it seemed like there was an issue reconciling the idea that punishment and hell is nothing other than lack of mercy, and the Quranic statement that Allah's mercy encompasses everything. What do you think of the following ways to explain the absence of conflict between the two ideas? It's a bit long, so I'm going to go through it, inshallah. Despite being maximally distanced from the mercy of Allah, so we're trying to reconcile between the idea that hell is a place where there's lack of mercy, it's a place of punishment, and the idea that God's mercy encompasses all things. So what can be ways for bringing these 2 points together? Number one, despite being maximally distanced from the mercy of Allah, the inhabitants of hell are not deprived of the following aspects of His mercy. First, they exist. Being a thing to speak about is in itself mercy. Second, plenty mercy that they reject. So there's the mercy that they have because they exist, but then there's the mercy that is pending, meaning they are not accepting that mercy. There's a pending mercy that they reject due to their arrogant nature. That is so deep that for some, even this level of suffering doesn't feel it, and Allah's hand is stretched towards them. Allah is any moment ready to hear their sincere call, like that described in Dua Kumail, and to accept their bowing and submission to His authority as soon as their suffering humbles them down and cures their arrogance. This is always a way out open for them, and there is a great mercy, and this is a great mercy. It's that they themselves rejected, and maybe the eternity of hell would mean as much as needed. They can reject Allah's authority forever if they intend to, and hell can accommodate that. It won't finish, but must be eternal to accommodate human free will. So the mercy of Allah is still there, but it is minimal, and we can still say that punishment of hell is lack of mercy and being distanced from it. A second way, and that's the last part of this question, a second way could be to say that our being, a shay, a thing, our thingness is 100% derived from the existence of Allah. And someone who has no Allah in the picture, who rejects Allah, fights Allah, in essence, declares declares himself not to be the Shaykh. He turns himself into nothing, and this way blocks access to God's mercy that encompasses everything.
How they declare themselves as nothing?
Because everything, because how do they do that? By rejecting Allah and declaring themselves to be fighting Allah. So when they are fighting Allah, then in essence they're not a thing anymore, because everything has to come from Allah. So he turns himself into nothing, and this way blocks access to God's mercy that encompasses everything. There are hadith about believers walking over arrogant people on the Day of Judgment. Believers don't like to walk over any creature. They are not arrogant. It means they don't see people who, through their arrogance, denied their own existence and turned themselves into nothing. So the mercy of Allah embraces everything, but these people have the lowest level of being a shay or being a thing. These are some thoughts that are trying to reconcile the idea of hell being a place where the lack of mercy, yet God's mercy encompassing all things.
Yes, thank you very much, and thanks to the person who shared this. Yes, it's a good way of reflection. Maybe it can be somehow refined, but in general, yes, we can say that Allah's mercy is always there. وَرَحْمَتِي وَسَعَتْ كُلَّ شَيْءٍ. And basically, any punishment is just reduction of sending mercy. Punishment is not opposite to mercy, because I believe ghazab is not opposite to rahmah. Ya man sabaqat rahmatuhu ghadabah. Ghazab is not opposite to rahmah. Ghazab is opposite to reza. His anger is opposite to his pleasure. But whether he is angry or he is pleased, he is rahim. And sabaqat rahmatuhu ghadabah, in my understanding, means that his mercy is there even when he's angry. Means precedes his anger, not that it's replaced with his anger. So his rahmah is always there. It doesn't stop. There are only degrees of rahmah. And punishment is to receive lower levels of rahmah while you could receive higher levels of rahmah. You know, for a stone to receive much lower mercy than us is not a punishment, because it cannot receive more than that. So a stone would not be punished by seeing I receive more, you receive more, because they don't receive more. But when you can receive more rahmah and then you are not given more, you feel deep sense of loss and pain. Especially if you have more understanding. Sometimes people don't have understanding. For example, if two people come to me, one has more understanding of the greatness of knowledge. So I don't give him any, for example, sweet, any drink. I just teach him something. Another person, I give him sweet and tea and coffee and don't teach him anything. So depending on their level of understanding, they may have different impressions. If they are just interested in sweets and drink and this type of things, so the one who has been given tea and thinks he's very respected, very honored, and he thinks that the one who didn't receive anything of that kind and just was given some knowledge was not respected. But if they have really understood, both of them have the same level of appreciation for knowledge, they would think, why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has not put in the heart of this person to teach me something and just has given me sweet, this kind of thing. So anyway, I'm saying that this depends on the level of understanding. What is in the hereafter is different from dunya. In dunya, you give people of dunya, and they are very happy. They are more than happy just to have dunya, because they don't think about akhirah and they don't have any regard for those kind of spiritual gifts. But what about the hereafter? In the hereafter, even the bad people have the understanding. So when they are not receiving that types of mercy that Allah gives to the people of heaven, they will be feeling very, very bad. So no matter how much mercy they receive, when they see how much Allah gives to other people that they cannot receive, especially because of what they have done, this deep sense of hasra, regret and loss, would be like killing them. And this hasra is not stopping there. Unless if there is any chance for them to be transformed through this hasra and become good people, they come out of the hell. Otherwise it starts. Now, how do you describe this hasra for people who are in dunya? If I want to tell someone that the maximum pain that you can have is when you see what Allah has offered mu'mineen, and you deprive yourself, how can I describe this pain to them? I can say it's like being in fire. It's like, boiling water to be dropped on you. So it's very difficult for us to explain the experience of people there in the way that people in this world can understand, unless we use this language. I don't want to say this language is symbolic, but I want to say it's very understandable that we are reducing something which is ma'gul to mahsus. And I think if we understand the pain of not seeing Allah talking to you, like for example Allah says la yanzuru ilayhim yawm al-qiyamah, this pain is much more than fire for those who understand. This is why Amir al-Mu'minin says habni sabartu ala adhabik fa kayfa asbiru ala firaqik. To make it simple, we say it's like fire, but Amir al-Mu'minin says more than fire. So, mercy is there. There are degrees, and people who are in hell would have lesser levels of mercy, but because they could have more, they suffer. If they couldn't have more, they wouldn't suffer. When it comes to people of heaven, okay, in heaven also we have this issue that I see people who are higher than me. And I know that this is because I have not done well or as well as them. Again, I would suffer. My understanding is that when it comes to people of heaven, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saves them from hasra. La khawfun alayhim wa la hum yahzanun. Allah doesn't let them waste or spoil the beauty and pleasure of heaven by thinking too much about their own past and shortcomings. They are just happy that everyone is there, and if they see people are higher, they are happy. Like for example, if I see my brother has a better life than me in dunya, I should feel happy. I shouldn't feel why I don't have it. So they will be saved by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from this negative thinking about their past, so that they feel again hasra. In my humble opinion, in heaven there is no hasra. Not because they did perfectly. No, Allah saves them from feeling hasra. I don't know how much I answered to the question, but inshallah maybe we can continue this discussion.
Shaykhna, may Allah make us from the people of heaven, inshallah.
Inshallah.
We are way past 5 o'clock. Alhamdulillah, today was very blessed.
Alhamdulillah.
So in light of that, I'm going to